it's Teacher Carrie here, and I'm back with another ManyCam tutorial. Today I want to talk with you about how you can do some behind-the-scenes editing while you're in class with your students. I teach on the VIP Kid platform, but you might be using ManyCam for something else. So how can we arrange things and maybe make some new presets as we are using ManyCam in our classrooms? It's very easy to do. Let me show you a few tips and tricks. And as with any of my VIP Kid and ManyCam videos, of course I'm probably not the first or only person to have made a video about this topic. So please go check out other content creators who are doing an awesome job with their tutorial style videos as well. You can find many of them on YouTube. Look specifically for online teacher Sam. She has some really awesome videos on YouTube, but there are many, many more content creators who can also help you get started with ManyCam. I just like to make these videos because number one, it helps me practice my skills, and number two, you might find it helpful as well. So let's jump right into it. Let's say that I want to create a new preset while I'm in class with my student because maybe I want to show something on a website or I want to adjust my reward for a student, but I don't want them to see all the controls that I'm clicking as I am in class with them. So what I can do is just go over to my new preset box, and I'm going to go ahead and select my camera. And I'm just using a little USB camera, and that will bring me up on the screen. So you can see that I can start a new preset without actually clicking into it. Because if I click over to it, it's going to change my video feed for my student. Now they're just going to see my ugly green screen background, and that's not really what we want. So if I wanted to address my virtual background on this new preset that I just created, in order to do that, I just need to click on this little number 6 here, or number 8, or number 5, or number 3, or whatever preset number you are interested in working on as you are currently using ManyCam. So what we're going to do is click on the little corner where it says the number, and it brings you up a little menu. You want to choose the second to last option down here. It's called Edit. That's going to bring you up kind of a window in window situation. So where it says edit source here and this outline, this is where I can edit my video preset without actually having it show up in my video feed, so my student does not see this kind of behind the scenes work. And from here I can follow the steps I normally would take to make my green screen background. So I'll just put it, I sort of like this little rainbow, and I can go ahead and click around, get rid of my green screen area, and my main video feed is not affected by this. I'm still showing that same pink background on my regular video feed. And then if I want to just exit that out without having the student see it, I can just click this little X in the corner. Now, if I were to do that same thing, I'll click on my number, select edit, and then if I click trans, now this will be the new background that my student sees. So let's talk about some reasons why you might want to do this. For me, I teach a lot of lessons in level 3 on animals. So animal body parts, where do animals live, how do animals move, that kind of thing. And often we will talk about land animals and ocean animals in the same lesson. So I might want to have a preset that I'm showing just for land animals, and then I might want to quickly make a new preset to transition my background to an underwater background instead for our ocean animals. So I could just quickly do that in class without my student seeing, and then I can either click this little X and close out that edit menu, or I can go ahead and click my trans button to transition over there. And that just creates a little bit of magic for the student. Now, of course, you can edit on the video preset that you're currently working in. So for example, if I wanted to take this cute little ocean background and turn it into, oh, I don't know, London, I could do that in class with my students and they won't see me pressing those buttons. The reason that I personally hesitate from doing that in class is that I don't want to have to address these green screen fuzzies in class with my students where they can see it, because sometimes I bring it a little too close and I start to disappear, and that makes my students really confused. But if I go ahead and click on the number, bring up my little editing menu there, then I can do that kind of adjustment to my green screen without worrying that it's going to make me disappear in front of my students. And from here, I can also load in my effects. So I might go over to my effects menu and hide or unhide some things just to get them ready for the student. Or I could, of course, go over to my reward and do some adjustments there if I notice that it's a little off center or something like that, or I need to enlarge it for some reason. I can do all of that from my little editing menu there. And this is a trick I use a lot when I have my little chalkboard background up, because I will have clicked into my draw and text widget and I have typed something here for the students. I had a lesson earlier about mammals and birds, so I had a whole thing typed out about what mammals are, and then it was time to switch over to birds. So what I do is I'm just teaching in my class, everything's fine, and I know that something's going to come up that I want to talk about with my student. So I just go ahead and click my little edit button, and then I can either erase that or start typing. A mammal is a warm-blooded animal, and then I can continue on with the lesson there. So when I'm ready to transition over, I can just click that little trans button, and now I have that sentence ready for my student. So it kind of just makes things a little bit smoother in class should you need to edit something on another preset while you are currently using a preset. But remember that you have to pay attention to which window is which. So you wouldn't want to be editing in this window and then think that the student can still see you on the other window with these things in relation to you. So I wouldn't point and say this is an apple, because on my actual screen the student does not see any apples. They would be like, what are you talking about, teacher Carrie? So just be aware of how your windows work there, and make sure that you click that little X button instead of the trans button if you don't want the student to actually end up seeing that new preset that you created or seeing the edits that you created in a certain preset. So I hope this helps you. I hope you have a great day teaching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.